roll-up summary field is used to perform aggregate operations on the corresponding child records. Roll-up summary fields are used to perform aggregate operations on the corresponding child records. Master record want to perform aggregate operations on the corresponding child record. When you say aggregate operation, what do you mean by them? What do you mean by aggregate operation? Count, sum, min, max. If the master record want to perform any aggregate operations on corresponding child records, then we go for roll-up summary field. Now, roll-up summary field can be created only on the master object in the master detail field, master detail relation. If two objects are connected by master detail relationship, if two objects are connected by master detail relationship, then on the master object we can create master object, we can create roll-up summary field. Again, if two objects are connected by master detail relationship, if two objects are connected by master detail relationship, on the master object we can create roll-up summary field. Let me show you an example here. Now, what are the standard objects we created in the last classes? What are the objects we created in the last classes? Loan object, payment object, go to the payment, we had a new field. Are you able to see roll-up summary? Why it is disabled? Master detail, in the master detail, only on the master object we can create roll-up summary field. It is not a master, it is a child. Are you clear? So we can create roll-up summary field only on master object in master detail relationship. Okay. Now let us go to payment once again. Here there is no child. Loan, there is a master detail. Okay. So go to the customer. Who is the master for the loan? Customer. Go to the customer, custom fields and relations. Is it enabled? Yes. Next. Total loan applied. Next. Now, who is your child? Which is child? Because I can be a master to A, B, C. I am a master to n number of objects. So, on which child you want to perform the summary? Loan. What type of operation? Count. Count of number of child records. Now, when I am giving this, try to understand this point here. So, I have Now, it is a master. For this master record, we have 4 chains. Now I can say roll up summary. Every master will have corresponding chains. Let us say this is one master, corresponding chain. This master, these are the chains. This is the master, these are the chains. This is the master, these are the chain. Now look at this. Every master has the corresponding chain. When you are performing a roll-up summary, they are asking, do you want to include every child of you? I told count the number of child records. So it gives you what? 4 child. How many child records it has? So we have included every child of the master. We also have a choice, only the records which are meeting the condition. Don't include every child record, include only the records which are meeting my condition. Then I said, only include personal. What is the personal? 2 records. Now it is a personal 2 record. Now we are not including every child record, we are including only those child record which are whose loan type is personal. If you want, you can include every child record, or else you can specify a condition. When you specify a condition, records which are meeting this condition, only those child records are taken into consideration. You can include every child record or only those child records which are meeting this condition. Right. So I have this loan. Sum of what? Sum of applied amount. Sum of applied amount. Do you want to include every record? Yes, every record. Next. Next. So go to the customer 001. What is the total loan amount? 1 lakh. What was that? 14 lakhs 60,000. I am reading one more. What we have? Total loan amount 1 lakh. So previously is 90, 9 lakhs, 5 lakhs 60, 1 lakh. So what we are getting here? 15 lakhs, right? Now I don't want to include. Let us go to another customer 004. For 004 there are no loans. Total loan amount is 0. Now we are taking only your child records. You are considering only your child records. Sum of your child record values. Now the condition is, boss, I don't want all the child records. I want only some of those child records whose loan type is education. So what I am doing here, roll up summary. Next. Education loan. Sum of upward amount. What I am doing? Only those records whose loan type equals. Don't sum up all the values, sum up only education values. Education loan is 1 lakh. All loans is 15 lakhs. This is 10 lakhs. I want to create one more field. How do you create? New. Roll up summary. Sum of only those records whose loan type is What is the personal loan? What may be the other loans? Housing loan. Other one is housing. Are you getting my point? So it is used for what? Summarizing the value. Now you can include all your child records or a specific child record. Now how many roll-up summary fields we can create? 25 roll-up summary fields we can create. In an object, how many roll-up summary fields we can create? 25 roll-up summary fields we can create. Right, Amma? I hope you are good with this. Now what are the aggregate operation? Count. Count of number of child records. Sum of given field value. Minimum of given field value, maximum of given field value. I hope you are clear. Right. So let me give you a quick theoretical information here. It is used to. It can be created. It can be created only on master object in. It can be created only on master object in master detail relation. This field is used to aggregate the operation values of the corresponding child record. This field is used to aggregate the values of the corresponding child record. This field is used to aggregate the values of the corresponding child records. Aggregate operation. Count of number of child records which are participating sum of given field value sum of given field value from the corresponding child record. Of the given when he says sum, this will work on only number and currency. This will take only number and currency fields. Max. Max. What is max? This will take number, currency, date, date time. This will take number, currency, date, date time. Value of the given field. it was count, sum, max, min. Count, sum, min, max. Now, again, is it mandatory that every field should be taken? Is it mandatory that every child record should be taken? Not mandatory. You can take only corresponding records which you want. Okay. So what was the condition? What is the condition? We can include only the which are meeting the condition or child records or the child records or all the child records. How many we can create? We can create 25 roll-up summary fields. We can create 25 roll-up summary fields. I hope you are good with this. I hope you are good with this. Now, what is the purpose of roll-up summary? What is the purpose of roll-up summary fields? It is used to perform aggregate operations on corresponding child record. What are the corresponding child records we had? What are the corresponding child records we had? Okay, only when it is connected with the master detail. Why only with the master detail? Why only with the master detail? The reason is, if you take a lookup relation, there is no guarantee that you will have child. There is no guarantee that child will have a parent. So some childs may exist without parent also. Now when some childs exist without parent, then how do I know? How do I aggregate? If I want to aggregate, every child should have parent. In the lookup, I am not sure whether every child has a parent or not. There is a reason it is accepted only on master detail. So can I take every child record? It is up to your choice. All the child records are specific child records which are participating in the relation. What type of operations we are performing? What type of operations? Count, sum, min, max. Generally, sum means what? Numerical values are required, currency and number. Min and max is what? Date and time also can be taken. How many we can create? 25. Anyone has any query on this? I hope you are good. Followed, boss. Sure. Paka. Right. Chalo. Let us go to the next concept. What is the next concept? Text encrypted fields. The next data type what we have is text encrypted data. What is this text encrypted data? Listen to the format. When you go to ATM, withdraw the amount from the ATM, what is the bank statement you get? XXXXX last 2 digits. Or when you say, boss, you made a transaction on your credit card number, last 4 digit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 30,000 rupees is spent on your credit card, some dot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what was that? It is encrypted data. It is a sensitive data. When you are resetting your password in the Gmail, it will say your registered email address a**g**.com. Or your registered mobile number 92 *** last, right? Why? Because it is a sensitive data. I don't want everybody to see this. It is a sensitive data. I don't want everybody to see this. So if you feel data is sensitive and you want to store it in the encrypted format, when I save it in the encrypted format, nobody can see it. Now you are entering a password. While you are entering a password, how it is entered? ****. But internally in the table, how it is stored? Satish only. While you are entering, it will store. Now, if I open your password, it takes a year. But when it is saved to database, Satish will be saved. So, in the database, it is saved in the original format only. While you are typing only, it is hidden. Now, what is my requirement? While typing, let anybody see, no problem. But once I save it, it should be saved in the encrypted format. While typing, While typing, no, okay, while typing, let anybody see. While I am saving to the database, it has to be encrypted and saved. Then we call it as text encrypted data. When you want to save the data in the encrypted format, when you want to save the data in the encrypted format, then we go for text encrypted. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now let us see this example, everyone. New. We have a new. Then we had a text encrypted. Next, text encrypted. Now they're asked mask character. Mask the star or X. What do you want to mask? Mask all the characters. Last 4 characters clear. Credit card format. SSN format. Choose any one of the. I told last 4 characters clear. Go to customer. What was this? XXX and so on. If I am trying to modify, then also old data will not be shown in the original format. Old data will not be seen in original format. Who will see this data in original format? Nobody will see, including administrator. If I want to show the data in original format, we have a special permission called view encrypted data. Okay, whoever is having that permission, only they will be able to see the data in original format. What is the permission? View encrypted data. Whoever is able to see the data in that, whoever is having that permission, only they can see the data in original format. People are clear with this, right? So what was this? How many of CSE students are here? Did you encounter any concept called triple DS algorithm with RSA 128 key? Okay, no, the same concept we are using here. So to encrypt this data, the people are using triple DS with the RSA 128 key, and they are encrypting the data, right? We know only how to write 20 lines of answer. All from JNT only, right? Text encrypted. Text encrypted. What was this? This is a data type of a field. Data in this field encrypted that maximum length of the field is 175 characters. By default, no user can see data in the no user can see this data in original format. The next, if user has view encrypted data permission, then that user can see the data. This is the data type of the field. Data in this field is encrypted and saved. Maximum length of the field is 175. By default, no one can see this field in original format. If you enable the option called view encrypted data, then that user will be able to see the data in original format. I hope you are clear with this. Right? It's also a regular field only, no special permission. Only thing is, while saving the data, it will be encrypted and saved, and nobody can see it in original format. I hope you are good. Next, this field cannot be used in formulas. Search filters. Based on this field, you cannot search the data. This field can be used in validation. Let us say it is a required field. I want to ensure that value is entered. Then if I don't write a validation, then I will not be able to check. Right? So this cannot be used in formulas and filter condition, but it can be used in validation. I hope everyone is good with this. Text encrypted data. This is the data type of a field. Data in this field is encrypted and saved. Maximum length of the field is 175 characters. By default, no user can see this data in original format. If user has view encrypted data permission, then that user can see the data. Then the user can see the data in original format. This field cannot be used in formulas and search filters, but this can be used in validation. I hope you are good. Clear? It is also a normal field only. Normal field only, but while saving the data, it is masked and saved. Everyone has followed this? Clear for everyone? Right. So before I go to the formulas, again, we have seen only simple formula. Now we'll see how to create the formula with parent-child relationships. We already done master detail, lookup and roll-up summary. Now we'll try to create formulas, child trying to refer to the data from parent, formulas and validation with the relational objects. Okay. Before I go to this, anyone has any queries on the previous topics? Get them clarified. Anyone has any queries on the previous topics? Right. Anyone has any queries on the previous topics? Now if you search the books, you will not get queries. If you already practiced, if you have got some issues which you could not resolve it, then they are called queries. Any query? By mistake, if you have practiced. Any queries on the previous topics? No? Right. Okay. See, with 1.5 hour class, sitting in the class, watching like a movie, going back, again 7 o'clock sharp will be coming. Okay, with well dressed up, well maked up, and sitting in the class, again going back, coming back, putting your green pen 2 star, 3 star, red pen underlining. You will not get a job. You are supposed to practice it. When you are putting 3 or almost all of you, none of you are freshers, right? Everybody is going to put 2 or 3 years of experience in Salesforce. Am I right or wrong? Hardly 1/4 of this class may be a fresher, but 3/4 is all 3, 4, 5, 10 on Salesforce. You will not get that experience simply by listening to class. You are supposed to practice, boss. Right. Chalo, let us come back to the next. I will try to apply cross-object formula. Now we have seen basic formulas, we already see. Now we will go for cross-object formula. What is this cross-object formula and how we are going to use it? Let me give you. Listen, everyone here. There are two objects. When you say two objects are connected, boss, when you say two objects are connected, you say two objects are connected when they have a lookup relation or a master detail relation. Two objects are said to be connected only if there is a lookup relation or a master detail relation. Now, who is the master? This is a master. So, here's a parent object, parent field 1, child field 1. And where is the lookup field created? Child object. Where is the master detail field created? The child object. The child object only we created. What is the name of that lookup field? R field. This is a one too many. It may be a master detail or a lookup. Now the question here is, who created this relation? We are not worried whether it is a standard object or a custom object. What we are worried is, who created this field? Lookup field is created by Salesforce or is it created by user? We are not interested whether it is a standard object, whether it is a custom object. Whether child is a standard object or a custom object, we are not worried. What we are worried is, who created this relation? Is it the Salesforce who created the relation or is it the user who created the relation? If Salesforce created the relation, what does it mean? What is that? Standard relation. If Salesforce create this, what is the relation we have? Standard relation. If it is a standard relation, what is the name of the field? Then how do you refer? If two objects are connected to each other, the child can refer to the parent data. Who can refer? Child. Parent cannot refer to child. Child can refer to the parent using a cross object formula. Cross object means child object trying to refer to the data from parent. So what is the cross object? Child object trying to refer to the data from parent object. Only child can use. Only child can use. Only child can refer. So how the child can refer? R field dot. Now R field dot R field dot parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. Now whatever the name of the lookup field is there, the name of the field dot parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. If it is created by Salesforce. If the relation between these two objects is created by user, if it is created by user, R field underscore underscore C. If it is created by user, R field underscore underscore C. Now you refer R field underscore underscore R dot underscore underscore R means relation. Underscore underscore R means relation. R field parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. I hope you are clear. If it is a standard, name of the lookup field dot parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. If it is a custom, name of the lookup field underscore underscore R dot parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. Suppose, look at this. I have account object. I have a contact object. Name. The contact, I have a account. What is the name of the field? account, which is a lookup to. So tell me how you refer. Account dot it is a custom field underscore. Okay. Now what is the name of the lookup field? Account. So account dot parent field 1, parent field 2, parent field 3. Now we have account object. Now what are the fields we have? Lookup to account. How you refer? I hope you are good. So it doesn't matter to us whether you are a standard or a custom, whether you are a standard object or a custom object. What is important to us is whether you are a standard relation or a custom relation. My account underscore underscore C. What is that? It is a custom field. This is a custom field, right? What type of lookup is this? Custom lookup field. Because it is a custom lookup field, my account underscore underscore r dot name. My account underscore underscore r dot phone. I hope you are good with this. Followed everyone? So it is a custom field. So we have taken my account underscore underscore r dot name phone. This concept is called as what? Cross object formula. Trying to create a formula fields where child is referring to the data of parent. So we are creating a formula on the child object, and the child object is referring to the data from a parent record. We are creating a formula on the child object. It is referring to the data from a parent record. Child record referring to the data from parent record while creating the formulas, which is called cross object formula. I hope you are good with this. People have followed this, right? So you can take it. Okay, structure is clear. Okay. Now look at this example, boss. Now we had a customer loan. Now on every loan record, I want the customer name, phone number, email should be displayed. On every loan record, I want the customer name, email, phone number should be given. To whichever the customer I have given a loan, that customer name, phone number, email should be displayed. One customer may have multiple loans. On every loan, I want the name to be displayed. Where is the customer name available? Customer name is available on the loan object. Sorry, on the customer object. You go to customer, we have first name, last name, email. Okay, this is the data. So what I will do? Go to the loan. New formula. Customer name. Is it a standard field or a custom field? It is a custom. So on the loan object, we have a customer lookup relation. The customer we have plus customer underscore underscore r dot. So on the loan object, customer name is printed. Loan object, customer name is printed. Simple formula, but it is referring to the data from parent. Go to the loan record, find customer name as, we can give a space in between, right? I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Right. Now at the same time we want to display email. How do you create? New formula, next if you want to make any calculations also we can use. There is some data in the parent, we can call the data and make some calculation also. So we are going to get text. What was that? Insert the field. What is the lookup field? Customer underscore underscore r dot. I hope you are good with this. Go to the loan and cross check. This is how you are finding. Now let me go to standard objects. Account object and contact object, both of them are connected by lookup relation. Look at this contact. What was account? What was this? Lookup. Both of them are connected by lookup relation. Now contact, I am creating a formula field in the contact. Contact, new formula. Who created a relation? Account and contact? Salesforce. Account and contact are created by Salesforce. Bonus. So accounts, annual revenue into, now what we are getting there? Account dot. Why? Because it is a standard relationship. I hope you got the point here. Am I clear with this? If you are able to use in the formulas, same thing can also be used in validation. What is this concept called? Cross object reference or cross object formula. Cross object means child referring to the data from parent in the calculation of formula or validation. What was the name called? Cross object reference. Child referring to the data from parent. Child referring to the data from parent. I hope you are good. Followed everyone? Right, boss? Okay. Now, any query? Good. Let us go back. Now, look at this. We have a standard object, account. Account and contact are connected. Account is a parent. Who is a child? Account is a parent, contact is a child. Now, account is a parent, child is a opportunity. Account is a parent, contact. One company may have number of contact person. One company can give number of opportunities. Account, contact, account, opportunity. Then we have account, team member. Account, share. Put order. These are the some of the standard objects which are associated, which will be referring frequently. Account is a parent, contact is a child. Account is a parent, opportunity is a child. For account, account team member. Account, account share. Account, order. One company can place number of orders. One company may have number of contracts. One company may have number of assets. Once I purchase a product, let us say I purchase a car. Now, on the car, company is supposed to give some warranties and everything. But the car is whose property? My property. The car is the asset of Satish. But that information has to be maintained by company because it has to give me some warranties and services. Am I right? So once I purchase a product, it is an asset for me. Now I purchase a mobile, it is my asset. When I purchase a laptop, it is a customer asset. But on that, there are some validity. Okay, there are some warranties, services that should be there. There is a reason the company maintains. This is the asset purchased by Satish, but it has 2 services left or 1 year warranty. This type of information. Then again we have opportunity. Opportunity. At the end of the course, by end of the course, you have to know all these terms. Opportunity, opportunity member. Then we need to have so this at the end of the course, you should be able to know this. These are the some of the standard relations which are available, which you'll be using. For account, account is the customer who is doing a business. That means he has purchased a product from you or doing a business. That customer may have number of Wipro company is doing a business with you. So from the Wipro, Satish is one contact, Ravi is one contact, Prasad is one contact. Wipro company gave opportunity one. Boss, I require 2 Salesforce developer. After 1 month, again it made a call and told, I require 3 Salesforce developer. Again after 15 days, it made a call and told, I am looking for a Salesforce training. Each one is what? Opportunity. Because I told 2 Salesforce developer, if I give them, I'll get some money. I require Salesforce training. If I give a training, I'll get a money. These are all what? Opportunities. Are you getting my point? Here, who is the main key person? Customer. Who is the customer called? Account. Customer can be a person or a company. Right, boss? These are the relations what are available. Some of the frequently used standard objects and their relations. Account, contact, opportunity, account, all of them are chain. This is a parent. I hope you are good. Right? Right, boss? So, fine. Now go ahead. If anyone has any queries, you can go ahead now. We'll start a fresh topic on Monday. Right. If this is the creation of database. Now what we have done is till now created a table with the fields. We have done the creation of tables and fields. Now we need to look at users and profile. That's a long topic. Okay, I'll be doing it on Monday. So if anyone has any queries on the old topics, you can go ahead. Anyone has any queries on the old topics, you can go ahead.